Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel which is Explore Yourself, Banking and General Knowledge etc. Today I will talk about for all types of leave rules for all nationalized bank employees. Leave rules form an integral part of human resources management in banks and play a crucial role in ensuring employee welfare, work-life balance and organizational efficiency. For employees of nationalized banks, leave entitlements are governed by biparty settlements, joint notes, and specific bank level circulars, which are frequently updated from time to time. A thorough understanding of different types of leave, such as casual leave, privilege leave, sick leave, maternity and paternity leave, special leave, and other welfare-oriented provisions is extremely important not only for day-to-day administration but also from the perspective of internal promotion exams and interviews. In this session, we will discuss all major types of leave applicable to nationalized bank employees, along with their eligibility, conditions, accumulations, and special provisions in a simple and structured manner for easy understanding and quick revision. Types of leave: casual leave, unavailed casual leave, special casual leave, privilege leave, sick leave, maternity leave, paternity leave, extraordinary leave, special sick leave, bereavement leave, special leave, special casual leave for blood donation, special leave for vasectomy or sterilization. Casual leave, eligible for 12 days in a year, shall be earned on a pro rata basis during the first year of service at the rate of 1 day for each completed month or part thereof. Can be taken 4 days at a time, the holidays and weekly offs prefixing or suffixing or falling within the period of casual leave will not be treated as part of casual leave. The ceiling of total period of absence of 6 days, including holidays, was now removed in 10th by BPS. Casual leave cannot be combined with any other kind of leave. 2 days of casual leave may be availed for half a day on 4 occasions in a year, out of which 2 occasions would be in the morning and 2 occasions in the afternoon. Note: casual leave under this category can be availed by applying 24 hours in advance. At the time of carrying over the balance in casual leave to unavailed casual leave account, the fraction in the balance, if any, shall be ignored. Unavailed casual leave. Casual leave not availed in a calendar year is convertible into sick leave with full substantive pay except during the first year. It can be availed only on the grounds of sickness. There is no time limit for availing UCL accumulated in a year by clerical staff. For officers, UCL can be availed within 5 years of its accumulation. UCL of 2020 can be availed up to 31st December 2025. After that, it lapses. UCL can be availed without medical certificate for 4 days at a time once in a year, for 2 days at a time twice in a year, for 1 day on any number of occasions. Medical certificate is not necessary. Special casual leave. With effect from 1st November 2020, special casual leave may be granted to an employee on occasions when the branch where the employee is working or the place where the employee is residing is affected by curfew, riots, prohibitory orders, natural calamities, floods, etc. With effect from 1st November 2020, 4 days special casual leave shall be granted to all physically and orthopedically handicapped employees each year. Privilege leave. Calculated at the rate of 1 day for every 11 days of active service. While calculating PL, all kinds of leave availed except CL and mandatory leave shall be excluded. Can be availed only on completion of 11 months of service, generally 4 occasions in a calendar year, though one occasion may comprise even a single day, known as PL under domestic ground, as against 3 occasions under non-BPS. However, the reasons for the request by an employee for leave on more than 4 occasions in a year are adequate and genuine, and it is not administratively inconvenient Such leave may be granted. PL should be applied before 15 days of the proposed date of commencement of leave. PL on medical grounds can be granted for more than 4 days at a time on production of medical certificate, which will not be counted in the above four occasions when there is no credit in sick leave. Restrictions with regard to the number of times of availing PL mentioned above does not apply to members of executive committee of a registered trade union. A member of executive committee can avail PL for any number of times for organizational work, of course within his eligible leave. PL can be accumulated up to 270 days, and on retirement, the encashment is restricted only to 255 days. Advance notice of 10 days for availing privilege leave be waived for office bearers and executive committee members of a registered trade union. Sick leave. An employee shall be granted sick leave at the rate of 1 month for each year of service, subject to a maximum of 720 days during the entire service. Women employees shall be allowed to take 1 day sick leave per month without production of medical certificate. A single male parent can avail sick leave for the sickness of his or her child of 8 years and below, subject to production of medical certificate. Women employees can avail sick leave for the sickness of their child of 8 years and below, subject to production of medical certificate. Employees can avail sick leave for the sickness of their special child of 15 years and below for a maximum period of 10 days in a calendar year, subject to production of medical certificate. In case of employees of the age of 58 years and above, sick leave may be granted towards hospitalizations of the spouse at a center other than the place of work and for a maximum period of 30 days in a calendar year. Sick leave can be clubbed with privilege leave, maternity leave, and UCL. Maternity leave. Maternity leave, which shall be on substantive pay, shall be granted to a female employee for a period not exceeding 6 months on any one occasion and 12 months during the entire period of her service. In case of delivery of twins, the period of maternity leave shall be 8 months. In case of delivery of more than two children in one single delivery, maternity leave shall be granted up to 12 months. Maternity leave may be availed combining with any other kind of leave except casual leave. In case of miscarriage, MTP, or abortion, maternity leave granted as a rule up to 6 weeks on the basis of medical certificate or advice of a competent medical practitioner, that is a qualified gynecologist. In special or exceptional cases involving medical complications associated with miscarriage, MTP, abortion, maternity leave may be granted beyond 6 weeks if advised by a competent medical practitioner, qualified gynecologist, but up to 6 months only on an occasion, within the overall limit of 12 months during the entire period of service. Maternity leave. Leave may also be granted once during service to a childless female employee for legally adopting a child who is below 1 year of age for a maximum period of 9 months, subject to the following terms and conditions. Leave will be granted for adoption of only one child. The adoption of a child should be through a proper legal process, and the employer should produce the adoption deed to the bank for sanctioning such leave. The permanent part-time employees are also eligible for grant of leave for adoption of child. The leave shall also be available to biological mother in cases where the child is born through surrogacy. The leave shall be availed within overall entitlement of 12 months during the entire period of service. In the overall period of 12 months, leave may also be granted in case of hospitalizations on account of the gynecological ailments or treatments up to a maximum of 30 days. AUB, abnormal uterine bleeding, ovarian tumor, tubectomy or tubectomy reversal, postpartum depression, PPD, postpartum hemorrhage, PPH, acute pelvic inflammatory disease, acute PID, dysfunction uterine bleeding, dysfunction, DUB. Within the overall period of 12 months, Leave may also be granted in case of hysterectomy up to a maximum of 60 days. It was 45 days under 9 BPS. Note, in the case of employees who have availed an exhausted maternity leave of 12 months, leave of 15 days shall be sanctioned over and above the same subject to production of medical certificate. Maternity leave can be granted for in vitro fertility IVF treatment subject to production of medical certificate within the overall limit of 12 months. The special maternity leave up to 60 days shall be granted in case of stillborn or death of the infant within 28 days of birth. Maternity leave. With effect from 1st June 2015, male employee with less than 2 surviving children shall be eligible for 15 days paternity leave during his wife's confinement. This leave may be combined with any other kind of leave except casual leave. The leave may be availed up to 15 days before or up to 6 months from the date of delivery of the child. Paternity leave as above shall be allowed to employees with up to 2 surviving children for legally adopting a child who is below 1 year of age. Extraordinary leave. An employee is eligible for extraordinary leave on loss of pay when no other kind of leave is due to the employee. This leave may be sanctioned without wages not exceeding 3 months on any one occasion, up to 4 months in extreme medical circumstances, with a maximum of 24 months in the entire period of service. It was 12 months under 9 BPS. Can be combined with or in continuation of any kind of leave except CL. Period of leave on NOP shall not count for increments and increment date will be postponed. The employees will not be losing any seniority on account of extraordinary leave in medical grounds. Special sick leave. Special sick leave up to 30 days, full salary and over and above normal entitlement will be allowed once during his or her entire period of service for donation of kidney or any other organ. Sabbatical leave, government scheme for women employees, permanent female employees with minimum of 5 years of service are eligible. In exceptional circumstances, employees with less than 5 years of service can also apply. Purpose of leave is medical grounds, care of family members, children, higher studies, visit spouse, etc. Period of leave shall be minimum of 3 months at a time and shall not be taken more than once in a year, maximum of 2 years during entire career. Total period of leave including earlier sabbatical scheme. Bereavement leave. Employees shall be granted bereavement leave on the demise of the family members, the spouse, children, parents, and parent-in-law. And number of days such leave shall be decided by each bank at their level. The intervening holidays will form part of the leave in bereavement leave should be availed within a maximum period of 15 days of the demise. Special leave. Principal office bearers of all India workmen unions and associations shall be granted special leave up to 25 days in a calendar year. Advancement notice of 10 days traveling privilege leave be waived for office bearers and executive committee members of a registered trade union. Employees who are defense representatives in departmental inquiry proceedings may be granted 1 day special leave for the purpose of preparing the defense submissions of an employee. Such a special leave shall be granted for a maximum of 10 occasions in a year. Special casual leave for blood donation. Employees who donate blood to a recognized blood bank or bank-sponsored blood donation drive are eligible for special casual leave for 1 day on the day of blood donation, subject to the production of satisfactory documentary proof. Special leave for vasectomy or sterilization. 6 days CL for male employees for undergoing sterilization. 14 days special CL for female employees who undergo non-puerperal tubectomy operation. 1 day special CL for female employee who had IUD insertion. 7 days CL to male employees whose wife undergoes non-puerperal tubectomy operation subject to the production of medical certificate from the doctor who performed that operations to that effect that the presence of the male employee is essential for the period of leave to look after his wife during her convalescence after operation. Leave to comments on the day of operation. An employee developing post-operative complications after sterilization may be granted CL to that extent of the period for which he or she is hospitalized for such post-operative complication, subject to production of necessary certificate from the concerned hospital authorities. An employee is not entitled to a special CL after maternity leave if the sterilization operation decanalization was done during the maternity leave. Leave bank scheme. Looking to the contingencies where some of the employees get affected with very major ailments like cancer, cerebral stroke, paralysis, major organ transplantations, end-stage liver disease, kidney failures, etc., or on account of major accidents, where the hospitalizations, treatment, and convalescence is prolonged, and where in such cases employees are absent from office on medical grounds for prolonged periods and have exhausted all the leave to their credit and hence are under compulsion to seek grant of extraordinary leave without pay. It has been agreed in principle to evolve a staff welfare scheme under which provision would be made for voluntary encashment of privilege leave by the employees and the monetized value of such leave would be pooled under a leave bank system. In each bank, out of which a special leave would be sanctioned to the employees affected by such contingencies. Conclusions. Leave rules in nationalized banks are designed to balance organizational requirements with the personal, medical, and social needs of employees. From routine casual leave to long-term benefits like privilege leave, maternity leave, sabbatical leave, and the leave bank scheme, each provision reflects the banking industry's focus on employee welfare and productivity. For banking professionals aspiring for higher skills through internal promotions exams, a sound conceptual clarity of leave rules is essential, as questions are often framed on eligibility, limits, exceptions, and recent changes under bipartisan settlements. A proper understanding and correct application of these rules not only help employees utilize their entitlements wisely, but also enable officers to handle administrative responsibilities effectively in their future leadership roles. Disclaimer. The information presented in this video is purely for educational and examination guidance purpose. While every effort has been made to ensure accuracy based on biblical settlements, joint notes, and commonly applicable rules, actual leave entitlements may vary from bank to bank and are subject to amendments, internal circulars, and management discretion. Viewers are advised to refer to their respective bank's latest circulars or HR department for official clarifications. The creator shall not be responsible for any decisions taken based solely on this content. Thank you very much for your patience. Request to like, subscribe, and share.